Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Sister Wives 1-on-1 Part 4.
Listen here, we are in Sister Wives Hell. Okay? We on Part 4, and they gave us a preview of a new episode next week. I thought this was the finale. I thought this would be the time I say thank y'all for watching. Continue to watch the other shows, but we are still here for Sister Wives. You ready, Blair?
I'm ready.
Walk us through it.
Well, Meri starts off the episode, and she has hope that she'll find someone to share her life with.
Yeah.
And she's excited that Christine's getting married.
Next.
Janelle's met David and really likes him. Christine told her that she didn't know what it was like to be loved like this.
Next.
Kody says that he met David, and he really doesn't know much about him, but he wishes her the best.
Next. Come on.
Yeah. So we take a look. We see the lunch when Kody met with Christine at the Mexican restaurant. And Kody is like, look, we suffered all these years and you're just going to quit. He is bothered by the fact that she mocks his suffering.
What do you think about that?
I felt like it was fair because he did go through COVID and he was sick. And I mean, this divorce isn't easy. And I do think it's kind of insensitive for Christine to laugh in his face. Now, should she be consoling him and rubbing his back and all that type of stuff? No, I don't agree with that either. But I feel like she could be a little more respectful.
Yeah, I think this is what you call the straw that breaks the camel's back. I don't think her laughing and things like that is the reason why he don't like Christine or the reason why he feels the way he feels about Christine. It's more of the evidence. Like, I need evidence to already prove what I feel about you. I feel like you're a bad person. I feel like you're a mean person. You're a mean girl. And you may have a little villain in you. Continue, Blair.
Yeah, well, Christine says she's always loved the Disney villains more than the princesses. And she's done hiding stuff and is going to laugh if she finds it funny. She was channeling Cruella de Vil. And she said it felt good, that she could actually just be herself.
And that's and what's that? A villain?
Yeah.
That sounds like a prophet from episode 1 of this series of this reviews, where I said, who's the true villain? And then I had people in the comments, y'all, saying, oh, Chris, you don't know what you're talking about. How can you say Christine is the villain? Christine is not the villain. What Christine just said, she's the villain. She said she likes being the villain. She likes playing the role. She liked the villains more than the princesses. It's a shame it took us to be in Sister Wives Hell for us to figure out that I was right.
Okay.
But I take it.
All right.
Continue.
Kody says that it's his fault for winning the big picture. The interviewer asked if he blames Christine for it, and he said no. It was my fault because I married someone I didn't love.
Man, Kody, right when I thought you was about to take accountability, you hit it right back at me. Boy.
I thought he was right there too. Like, it was going to say how he didn't pour enough into the marriage and ran away from his problems. No. It was doomed from the beginning.
It was doomed because I tried to do this woman a favor by loving her or by marrying her, but I ain't love her. Listen here, do you believe, because even though that is one example throughout the show of Kody volleying accountability, there are points in the episode, in the parts actually, where he does take accountability. Do you believe him when he does take accountability?
I believe him, but it's just so quick and short-lived. I couldn't even tell you things he's taken accountability for because it's a slew of other BS.
Yeah.
Like packaged all around it. So it's kind of hard to sift through it to find the jewels.
That's fair. Continue.
Yeah. Well, Christine, the interviewer asked if she thinks Robyn wants to live a plural marriage or monogamous. And Christine doesn't think Robyn wants to live a plural marriage. She kind of had to pull that answer out of her because Christine didn't really want to say it first. But when the interviewer posed the question to Kody, she said it in a way of, well, you know, Christine doesn't think Robyn wants to live plural. And Kody says Christine doesn't really know Robyn to know what Robyn wants. And Christine was an ish sister wife. And because Christine's in a good place, she should have nothing to say anymore about Robyn or Kody. Nothing bad.
You see, here's the thing. I feel like all the evidence he have about Christine, about not being a good sister wife and being a bad person, all those type of things, I feel like those are credible resources and evidence to prove a wrong point, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, to say that someone is a bad person it kind of disqualified them. It's like, okay, if Christine do one bad thing, do that disqualify all the good things she done? I don't think so. You get what I'm saying? So to paint them as a bad person, listen here, even though I say Christine is the villain, I don't say Christine is a bad person. I also do not think it is Christine's fault for why her marriage failed.
You think she was a bad sister wife?
Definitely.
Okay.
For sure. And I only think that she's a bad sister wife based on what she told us. She told us and admitted to us that even if Robyn would have came correct, she wouldn't have gave Robyn that olive branch. She wouldn't have opened her arms. She wouldn't have opened up to Robyn to be friendly with.
Yeah, because she was heartbroken. Kody was in love.
So I don't think she was. I don't think she would have collaborated fairly with everybody else if everything was going smoothly. You get what I'm saying? Even through all that, I still don't think it's Christine's fault why the marriage is over, though.
Okay.
Continue.
Christine just wants Robyn and Kody to let everybody go as far as the wives so they can all eventually get along.
Okay.
Janelle thinks that Kody and Robyn are going to move towards monogamy. And Kody, the interviewer asked if Robyn were to bring another sister wife in, what would you be open to it? And he says that he wouldn't. He'd have to tell her, the new wife, that he'd never love her as much as he loves Robyn.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Meri says Robyn's going to be very sad about being the last one standing.
I like how she put that. Because there's a difference between choosing someone or choosing one besides being the last one standing.
Yeah, everybody flees.
Yes.
And then by default.
That's very different.
Yeah.
This is my one. Me and Kody don't have the same ones.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? He has one standing, one left. You know what I mean? He lost his other 3 lives, if we go put in video game terms. Continue, because I think I'm about to take another victory lap on y'all.
Okay. Well, Robyn just feels that it's disrespectful for her to be happy with Kody. She needs to hear off camera from the women that they want her to move on and be happy with Kody for her to truly be that way. She says it feels disrespectful to his kids and to the commitment she made not only with Kody but to the entire family.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all remember. I think we're going to see a little bit more. We're going to touch on it just a little bit more in this episode. They asked Robyn, I think, at one point, can she live a monogamous marriage? And I said it, and I think I said it in the first episode, too, in the one where I said, who's the true villain? But I definitely said it throughout the series. I said, don't be surprised if Robyn leaves Kody.
Because she didn't sign up for this.
She did not sign up to be monogamous. You get what I'm saying? So I do see in the future that Kody actually get what he wants, and that may be Robyn, or that just may be somebody who's loyal to him, while Robyn at the same time do not get what she wants.
Yeah.
And now it's a seesaw. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead, Blair.
Well, Christine says that the difference between Kody and David is that David is observant. If she has an issue, he will ask her what's wrong and wait until she's ready to talk. And then we finally meet David.
We meet David, y'all.
So we get to learn more about David, that he was married for 20 years.
Congrats.
His wife passed away 11 years ago.
R.I.P.
He did some dating, and he also has a lot of kids and grandkids. And he...
got like 8 kids, I think he said.
Yeah, and like 10 grandkids, I think he said. And he said that him and Christine met online. He knew about her from the show, but his kids thought that maybe he was being catfished. He said what really made him want to be with Christine was that they saw a play together. She got really emotional during the play. Yeah. And he saw that she was somebody who was passionate about life. David said that he was immediately attracted to her. The interviewer was trying to basically, were you physically attracted to her? Because Kody is saying that he never was.
Yes.
And honestly, David never really spoke about her physicality, more so that he liked her energy and bubbliness and all this type of stuff. He said also there was no drama with Christine and he could be himself with her. He wasn't intimidated by the platform. He knows all of this is going to end at some point, and the person at the end of this is who he's going to spend the rest of his life with.
How do you feel about David, Blair?
I feel fine about David. I always have that kind of question in my mind where someone gets with somebody who's as known as like Christine and whose life has been as exposed. I get concerned for the person in Christine's position of being taken advantage of. So I'm just hoping that's not the case. From what she's seeming like and what he's seeming like, it doesn't seem like it is. But that's still a question in my mind.
I don't know what to feel about David. I really don't. As much as David was trying to get us to feel a lot of things about David, because this was like the David episode, it was like almost as if he was, as if he became part of the show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope. One thing I can speak of Christine, she is definitely bubbly. Mm-hmm. She's definitely excited.
Expressive.
She's very ecstatic. She said, this is the love of my life. Did I tell you this is the love of my life? The love of my life. You are my friend.
And I know it feels good to you. Yeah.
Yeah. And, hopefully it works out. I think we're going to learn more about David throughout this episode. Continue.
Do you have any thoughts about David?
No.
Okay.
He's boring.
Okay. And sometimes boring's good. Kody's been a lot. Maybe that's what she needs. So we see the clip of Christine talking to her kids about dating. Mm-hmm. And Christine says that her and David have matching tattoos. It's a tattoo that means new beginnings. Mm-hmm. And her kids needed to know that she knew she was in a marriage where someone wasn't attracted to her. It was important for her to be open and honest with them about what was going on.
Preach.
And letting them know that, I have to be an example for my children. And if things aren't working out, you have to do something different.
Yeah, I like that.
Kody's perspective is that she is trying to set his kids against him so they can gain favor with her. Mm-hmm. And she told them that I wasn't in love with her, is what Kody was saying. And in his mind, he says, as far as the kids knew, I was with their mom. We were together. Things were fine. She's the one who brought all of this negativity and information to them. Kody's happy for her moving on, but he can't forgive that she put his children against him. If she's in love, the trash talking should end.
Okay, let's touch on this just for a little bit, family. The information that let's say Christine did bring the information to the kid. Let's just play this game. Was this information false or true?
Exactly. True. She ain't told no lies.
Even if she may have disclosed some confidential information that's between two adults, is it true or is it a lie? Mm-hmm. If it's true in the sense of how you feel about their mother, right? Then what are we mad at here? Are we mad that you told my kids, or are you mad that you feel this way? Like you feel this way. You disregarded their mom. You talked bad about their mom. You insulted their mom. You talked about how you wasn't physically attracted to. You literally just said it live on Sister Wives 101 Part 84 that, hey, I married someone who I did not love.
And they shouldn't feel a way about that. That's their mother. They probably spent more time with her than with you because you was jumping around house to house, person to person.
And guess what? And that's the polygamy life.
Right.
Nobody.
But the loyalty lies with their mother.
Oh, that word loyalty. Kody like that word loyalty.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't understand what he's mad at. Is he mad that the truth was exposed?
I think so.
Then guess what? The truth holds no bounds. The truth is going to be the truth no matter who says it. You get what I'm saying? Kody just need to get over that. Hey, man, I don't know what you wanted to portray for the kids in the sense of hey, we are together and things like that, and you turn your kids against me. There are some things that I do believe that Christine definitely privy her kids to some conversation that she shouldn't have.
I do feel like Christine overshares.
Yes.
I think she's an overshare.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Cool. But guess what? I feel like Christine is the type to overshare when things are amazing too.
Yeah.
So guess what? If you know that you're dealing with an overshare, make sure you keep her happy, so she can only share. Guess what? I'm sure all her kids and all her sister wife kids and things like that, all they hear about is David. Because that's all we heard about. And I don't live with the woman. So if you don't want to give nobody no reason to talk bad about you, don't be bad. You get what I'm saying? Continue, Blair.
Well, only thing I want to say about that is I do think there are certain things that need to be age appropriate to share with your kids. Hopefully she's doing that and not sharing too much stuff with the younger one, which doesn't seem like she is, because the younger one's going over to Kody and Robyn's house and playing with the kids, spending the night. So to me, it doesn't seem like she's overshared with the younger daughter, I think, truly.
Okay.
Now, as far as having grown adult kids who have their own marriages and own children and stuff like that, I don't think anything's wrong with her being open and honest about why she's leaving their father. What do you expect her to say? Oh, I can't tell y'all why I'm leaving your dad.
Go ask your daddy.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I understand the part of her being open about it. And I do agree. I think in a way, even if you have adult kids with their own families, you can still be an example and a role model to them, you know, for different parts and pathways in their life. So if they find themselves in that same situation, then they can look to their mom and say, like, if she has the strength to do something differently because she was hurting this bad and my dad was saying all these things about her, I can do it too. So I don't fault her for wanting to be a role model to her adult kids. And if they feel away because of the things that Kody said, or even with some of the things that Christina shared, Kody, it's your fault. You did all the things. Hey, it's not a lie.
That's our motto. Kody, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Continue.
Moving on. Christine, we get to talking about the physicality differences.
Yeah.
And Christine didn't like kissing Kody, well, because Kody didn't like kissing her.
Pretty much.
And she was always really nervous about it if she was doing it right. David says she's a great kisser.
Okay, David, you're playing the part.
Yeah, David said Christine is really a good person. Kody went into this whole diatribe about how she's Machiavellian and all these different negative things. And he says sometimes she's clueless, but she's not conniving. He says Kody wears his emotions on his sleeve a lot, but that's just not something that David would do.
And that's something that David said about how she is. What did David say? David said that she is clueless?
Yeah, but she's not conniving.
Okay. How do you feel about a man describing you as clueless? Because I'm like, that's kind of interesting to use that adjective.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of men think women are just clueless anyway.
Yeah, but we wouldn't tell y'all.
I don't think it's negative.
You don't think so?
No, I feel like in certain relationships, people just talk freely. It's just like, oh, like we could be walking down the street and you don't notice like the two guys wearing baseball caps. It's just like, why aren't you paying attention to your surrounding? You're clueless. I don't think that's negative. It's just like, oh, yeah, maybe I should be more aware. So maybe it's stuff like that.
I don't think he means clueless in that way. I think he means, you know how with Christine, like how Kody gave us the contrast of like, you know, Christine is really a mean girl. And I think David basically mean like, look, man, like Christine may say some things, but like it's never no malice behind it. Like, you know, she just be
talking.
Yeah. I don't believe that one bit.
No, I think, yeah, Christine definitely got malice when she feel like it.
Yes. I definitely don't think she just, I don't think when she do or say mean things that there's no intent behind it.
Right. No, I definitely think
I don't think she's clueless at all.
Means to be mean when she's trying to be mean. And I also think that she can be conniving too.
So
I don't think that's beyond her.
So David, I think you need to learn your girl a little bit more.
Yeah,
because I think we know her a little bit more since we've been watching her for the past 2,000 seasons. Continue.
But that's not her in totality. I feel like.
No, listen here. Exactly, 100%. That's not one color that colors the whole picture.
Yeah, Cody's trying to paint her as just this conniving evil woman, and no,
that's just a part of her.
Yeah,
that's all. And truth be told, it probably was magnified being with someone who's just as evil and conniving as well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Continue.
Kody says that for David's sake, Christine has to destroy his character.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the whole episode.
Because he's saying, look, like she would not be able to be with this man if he knew that she left a good guy. And Kody says, I'm not a bad guy. And he is just hoping that she's chosen well. He said that he had to vet Robyn to make sure she never left a good guy. And the interviewer is basically trying to talk to him to be like, well, nobody thinks you're a bad guy. Like nobody really has, or David doesn't really have an opinion of you necessarily. But yeah, that was pretty much Cody's thing, is that Christine has to make me look bad so that way she can, be with this amazing man.
That's the only way that it justifies. Or else she would be leaving a good man. Listen here, man. Kody, man, you all right with me, brother.
But what's funny to me though is like, Kody, it just has it not hit you that Christine doesn't think you're a good man? Like that's just not a possibility. You could very well be a good man in your eyes.
But he don't care what she thinks though.
You're right about that.
He don't care what she thinks. So that's why,
like, he is objectively a good man.
Even when
regardless of what she thinks.
Even when you just explained about how the host was saying, Kody was speaking from the perspective of the guy.
Okay.
He was basically saying that Christine has to paint Kody as a bad guy to David.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And the host was, too, like your point, kept saying, like, trust me, I talked to them. I don't think David thinks that you are a bad guy and things like that. And Kody was like, good. Then I hope they move on then.
Yeah.
Basically. So, but I love how he twists, like he could take something to make it fit. It goes to his whole point of taking a square peg and putting it into a round hole that he was talking about episodes ago. He knows how to say, you know what? Christine's saying these bad things about me because she has to paint me this way. Or else it wouldn't make sense to David that she left a good guy. So I have to be the bad guy. You all right with me, Kody? Trust me, you all right with me. Continue, Blair.
And David talks about how his kids always came first. They try to ask him where does he think that the relationship went wrong, or how the marriage ended between Christine and Kody.
Yeah.
And he's like, look, my kids always come first. He says, and when it comes to me, there's room for everybody in my family to get love and support. And he really doesn't know why their marriage failed, but he feels like Christine is the full package.
Listen here, man. You selling, boy. You selling. Continue.
Then they talk about the proposal, of how he did the proposal. I ain't write a whole bunch about it because she got proposed to.
Exactly.
And Christine.
And apparently, I think they go film the wedding.
Yeah.
And we go get dressed up. We go put on our wedding gowns and we go to the wedding with them. We're not on no list or nothing like that. Continue. I ain't put on no tux.
Okay.
I'm bringing back the black hoodie. I've been trying to show off on y'all, but I'm going to put on the black hoodie again, okay?
All right. Well, Christine says that in the marriage with Kody, it was a spiritual sealing. We're talking about the differences between what the wedding ceremonies will be like.
Right. You lost me for a second. Yeah.
And she is going to do pretty much all the traditional wedding stuff this time around, except not having a wedding party.
Yeah.
They're really going to include their family, their kids, their grandkids into the ceremony. So they want to have their grandkids walk down the aisle and like color coordinated stuff. They're going to be inviting Janelle and her kids. She wants her dad to walk her down the aisle, or her son, you know, because her dad isn't in the best health.
Hopefully he gets well.
Yeah. And she is saying also that Kody's siblings and his mom were invited.
That's crazy.
As well.
Don't invite my mom. Okay? If we're not together, don't invite my mom. Now, the host was trying to do her best to say, like, who's invited? Is Janelle? Is Robyn? Is Kody? Is meri? I mean, thank God somebody remember Meri.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But listen, we go talk about ain't no point in talking about the wedding now because there's no episode on it now, but there will be an episode on the wedding, or at least the leading up to the wedding, and we would talk about it then. Yeah. Continue.
David said he'd be fine with eloping.
Me too.
Well, Meri, the host asked if Meri feels away by the fact that she won't be invited. And Meri said, look, a wedding's a special moment.
Yeah.
She wouldn't want to bring any type of conflict or emotion there.
Yeah.
And, you know, she is all for Christine doing her wedding her way and inviting who she wants.
Facts.
And Meri would also like to be married again at some point.
We hope for you, Meri.
Janelle doesn't think that she's going to be able to reconcile with Kody. And then we get into who their celebrity crushes are. So we've got Gerard Butler, Jason Momoa for Janelle. Meri is feeling Matthew McConaughey. Kody says Sophia Loren. He said, I knew I was straight when I was 6.
I hear you, boy.
After he saw that woman.
I hear you. And I don't know who that woman is, by the way.
And Christine is just very excited to share the best day of her life with
Anything
us.
else on this episode?
No.
Anything that you feel so far as we are in the sister wives crucible right now?
I feel tired.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
I felt like this could have been 3 parts max. I actually forgot there was a new one. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes.
But we're going to keep at it and see what all else they can juice out of this season. So.
Yeah. I'm definitely. I don't know if this is like the halfway point, and then we go switch over and focus on Christine and the wedding and things like that. But I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying it, especially for the first time us reviewing it. Hopefully, y'all enjoying it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, all the above, and we will be back with Sister Wives Part 3000. Okay.
All right.
Y'all good.
Bye.